something that I really love to relax and transport me to a better place. I love to use scented candles. This one is from Kevin Murphy, Bedroom Chamber, whatever you call it. Yeah. Oh my god. And I also get this one from, what is it called? The Beauty of Hope. This they do this for charity, and once a year. Oh my god, this is cranberry, holly, and cinnamon. This one. Oh my god. I feel like every time that I put a nice scented candle in my room, in my salon downstairs, it's like it really does help me relax and just, you know, take deep breath and just. Sometimes I like to count from 10 to 1 while I take a deep breath. And just let everything fly away, darling. Oh wow. Just by doing this like 3 or 4 times a day, you're gonna see what a difference. It's like it refreshes your mind, you can think better, and just close your eyes, deep breath, and just let it all out through your mouth. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Huge difference. Okay, so let's keep going, darling. So I put some sunscreen and some moisturizer. Now I'm gonna just put a little bit of setting powder on my face because I don't wanna look too shiny. Let me see. I'm gonna use the banana powder from Rihanna, Fenty Beauty. Yeah, I keep rearranging everything because I wanna make it very simplistic and very neat. You know, and sometimes when you have a lot of clutter in your space, that also helps to give you a lot of anxiety. So I'm just gonna keep the excess out. Yeah, so yesterday I did a beautiful video, grilled salmon with roasted vegetables and mixed berry salad. It came out delicious. My husband loved it, and I loved it too. How good it is to cook a big meal like that, because you don't have to worry about cooking the next day. I use for this, I'm just gonna use, I like to use a big pan brush. So I heat pan on this, but I already have a backup that I got at the Sephora sale. So yes guys, so I'm gonna make, one day I'm gonna be talking to you about how I dealt with depression during the week. You know, I think this is a very important topic because a lot of people going through this and they don't want to talk about it, but you know, I like to talk about it because I like to share my experience with you. Maybe by me talking about it, maybe I will let some of you guys talk about it also with your friends, your family, because you don't have to be ashamed, darling, okay? Everybody has issues. So the more you talk about it, the more you let it all out, and the more you can breathe. Yes. I'm gonna do my eyebrows, darling. Let's see. I just wanna make it very simple, and I'm just gonna put some a pencil. Very simple, guys. Yes, you know, the more you talk about it, the better it is. You know, because it's the more taboo you make it, the more you try to hide in the closet, you know, and it's not healthy for you because depression can trigger many things in you. It could trigger overeating. It could trigger drinking alcohol. By the way, drinking alcohol, I think it's the worst thing you can do if you suffer from depression. I used to be a heavy drinker, and My husband and I quit drinking 10 years ago, and I'm telling you, never looking back. I don't miss those times, darling. Drinking alcohol can make you more depressed. Can make you do things that you may not remember the next day, and it's really embarrassing when somebody tells you, oh, you did this yesterday and you don't remember anything about it. Oof. Guilty here. I did that. And again, and when you acknowledge that you have a problem to yourself and to others, and you know, people can see, oh, you know, this guy really if I was able to overcome that demon, anyone can do it too. The same with smoking. I used to be a very heavy smoker. Oh my god, so many years ago, and I used to smoke like 3.5 packs a day, but it was really like, I call it like nervous smoking. Like I used to just light up the cigarette, take 2 puffs, and then just put it away, and then take another one, take a couple of puffs, and then just throw it away. So I was wasting money, and I was just like, I was harming myself, and I was wasting money at the same time. That doesn't take you to any good places. No, darling. I'm gonna put some mascara. Yeah, so, and believe it or not, from all the addictions that I suffer, smoking to me is the hardest one. Because to this day, sometimes I get up, sometimes I get the craving for smoking, and then I just say, oh my god. And I hate the smell of cigarette smoke, and I hate the way it stinks on your clothes, you know. And but again, you know, nicotine is a very powerful drug, darling. I was also addicted to Nicorette gum, like for a few years. Yeah. Everybody has their own demons, darling, and to me, if you don't face them, and you try to make excuses, you know, it's sad. Like I was saying on the video yesterday that I'm still working on the video. It's about setting goals in your life. Ever since I started setting goals, you know, or like what I want to accomplish, and I give myself a certain amount of time to accomplish a goal, it doesn't mean that I'm gonna, for example, when I was losing weight, when I was diagnosed with diabetes, and I changed my diet, and I wanted to eat healthier, so I challenged myself to, on that day, I'm gonna be eating this. Like I did it like very short term, like every day I set myself a goal, you know. What if I, instead of eating this piece of bread with butter, why don't I try eating the piece of bread with a healthier choice? You know, it's maybe I eat the toast and don't put any butter. Maybe I eat the toast and I put a little bit of something else that is more healthier. You know, maybe by putting a little bit of peanut butter, it will be healthier than eating the butter. I don't know, just make substitutions like that every day, and so it gets like cumulative, you know. So you're trying to change a little bit at a time, and so that way you don't confront yourself and say, oh my god, it's like stop smoking. I just have to throw the whole pack and just stop like that. You say, no, everybody's different. Just do, you know, cut down, you know. And maybe by the end of the week you say, okay, I'm gonna smoke, instead of smoking a full pack, maybe I smoke half a pack, and just cut it down, you know. So that way it won't be so overwhelming in you. For me, I just had to cut everything. Again, but everybody's different, so what works for me may not work for you. I can only share my experience with you guys. So yeah, so that works. That is the way I was able to overcome my addictions, and I don't take it for granted, because to me, just like on the step program that I used, 12-step program that I used to go. You know, it's just take it one day at a time. One day at a time, darling, and that's how it is. One day at a time. Okay, so I have a lot of shine on my face. I'm just gonna put a little bit more of this. Okay, so going back to the subject of depression, guys. Depression runs in my family. I think for many generations. It has affected all of us, our whole life. And I mean, I can only speak for myself. I know it did affect my mother. My mother was very depressed, and also it was a very dysfunctional family that I grew on, and maybe I'll get into details in another video, but I just want to tell you today about my experience and how I am dealing with it today. So through the years, I've been suffering with depression. I've always kept it like to myself, because I didn't want people to think that I was weird and they were, oh my god, I'm going crazy, or I didn't think that many other people suffer from it. What I'm trying to say is I have come to realize that depression has become very epidemic. I don't know what is how you say epidemic. A lot of people suffering from this illness. It could be due to a chemical imbalance. It could be to genetics. It could be to many things. The environment. To me, it was I truly believe it's from genetics, and also from the environment that I was raised, and also from experiences that I had through my life. So a few days ago, you know, this is the way I try to cope. I'm trying to cope with the past. That it may not work for everyone, but you know, I try to make it work for myself, and this is a technique that I want to share with you guys. You know, this is the mirror that I have to do my eyebrows. So whenever I want to try to react or think about why am I acting this way, just take a look at the small mirror, darling, and you realize, you know, why am I acting this way? You know, so just take a look at the mirror and you say, oh, okay, because this happened to me when I was a little kid, or this is what happened to me and I acted like this, and this is why I'm reacting like this. Okay, now I understand. Okay, so now close the mirror, put it away, and keep going. So you learn your lesson, and you know, you come to understand why you're acting like this, and so you try to, you know, reason with that. Yeah, so I try to make a logic of saying, why am I feeling this way today? You know, you get confronted with situations that, you know, you don't expect, and so you have to be prepared, or, you know, you think you're prepared, but you're never prepared. So just be aware that nobody's perfect, that things like this are gonna happen, and just, you know, just go with the flow. You know, if you can find a friend and talk to them about it, you know, I think it really helps to have someone to talk about it and to tell them how you feel about it. And I think it really, you know, that's why I want to make this part of my channel. I truly believe that by me sharing my experience with you guys, and will break the wall of silence and make everybody start talking about it, you know. And don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed, darling, because we are not perfect people. We come from different backgrounds, and you know, it doesn't mean that the rich people don't get depressed. They all do. We all do. You know, but it all depends on the experience that you had through your life. So let's talk about it. You know, send me the ways you cope with depression. So let's help each other, you know, in this platform, and to see how can we help each other. Okay, guys. So send me your comments. Like, darling, we are all in this together, and life is a journey, and it's better to find ways to make it better and to help each other out. And yeah, so I'm gonna try to make this a weekly segment on my channel. Yeah, so okay, guys, so I'm gonna leave it at this, and I'm just gonna put some Jeffree Star lip gloss from the Blood Loss collection. beautiful. Look at this. Another thing that I wanted to tell you guys, you know, when you do something that you love, when you do something with passion and that drives you and take you away from the depression room, or you know, or that path, like do something that you love, you know, and keep busy and keep thinking about it, keep brainstorming. How can you get better? You know, find something to do that will make you happy and that fulfill your day. Get up in the morning and say, okay, today I'm gonna do something. Just set yourself a goal for the day. Even if you're not able to accomplish it, just be proud that you at least set up a goal. Just take it day by day, darling. Day by day, because you don't know what tomorrow has. Okay, darling. Okay, the next one, darling. Take care of yourself and each other, and I love you. Ta-ta.